I'm Ari and welcome back to my booktube channel. I'm still not quite sure how to do an intro or an outro, so welcome. In today's video I thought I would do my September TBR. I don't really have any high ambitions of getting through all these books. There is not a lot of books, but I still don't have faith in myself. Mostly because I just started university again and there's a lot of reading to do, and I feel really bad if I don't follow the curriculum, but I do love to read, so I want to squeeze in some books if I manage. So let's just get through to it. And the first book is Killjoy by Holly Jackson. I just recently bought this, and it's a really short book. It's like 140 pages, I believe. But this is the prequel to A Good Girl's Guide to Murder series, and I really liked that series. Therefore, I want to read this. It's just Pip getting invited to a birthday party where the theme is a 1920s murder, and she gets kind of really engaged in this, and it also sparks her curiosity of Andy Bell's murder. So I think it will be a really quick read when I actually get to it, and I do hope I will get to it. I don't think it will take me more than a couple of hours. So that's the first book. And then I have, I don't know if this really counts, but I started social work at university to be a social worker. We have one book on the curriculum that's called What is Social Work by Irene Levin, or in Norwegian, Hva er sosialt arbeid? This is also a really short book. I've already read through most of it, which was on my curriculum, but I do want to read the rest of it, mostly because she actually writes kind of fun. She really gives of herself in this book. It's not really dry, because I know that school books can be really dry, but this, I didn't feel like it was it. She even joked sometimes in this book, so I want to read the rest of it because of that, and also I think I will gain more from it in my courses. So this is also a book I want to finish this month. And then all the next books are by Cassandra Clare, and I really love the Shadowhunter series. It's one of my favorite series. I read it when I was 13, 14 years old. So it's been a few years. But I really enjoy that series, and it still stands as one of my favorite series just because of the fond memories I have of it. I even that was the way I discovered fanfiction. Not my proudest moment, but I wrote a fanfiction about Shadowhunter Codex. It was before the last book in the series was released, City of Heavenly Fire, and I thought the cliffhanger on City of Lost Souls was so infuriating. I couldn't wait. It was a month till the book was going to be released, and I couldn't wait. So I just started writing, and I wrote. First thing at not high school. The school system is different in Norway. But first day in my 8th grade, I just wrote the entire day. I didn't listen, I didn't pay attention. I just wrote a continuation to City of Lost Souls. I think I wrote it with 40 pages. Yeah. But I really love Cassandra Clare's books. However, I haven't really read a lot of them, even though I own every single one, I believe. So that's on my TBR this month. And the first is the Shadowhunter Codex. And this is not really a book with a plot per se. It's just a codex that the Shadowhunters refer to throughout the book. Yeah, it's not very long, and I think it's more easy to just stop than to continue through as a whole and not be that I have to continue reading. I think it would be more easy to stop in between, if that makes any sense. So that's why I want to read it. And the next is the Pain Chronicles by Cassandra Clare, Sarah Rees Brennan, and Marianne Johnson. And this is, 10 or 12 stories about Magnus? Something like that. And yet again, I chose this because it's just a book of short stories, so one story is, I don't know, perhaps around 30, 70 pages. So it's kind of quick. It's kind of quick then to just read some, and then I can stop, continue the next story a little bit later in between all my school reading. But Magnus is one of my favorite characters from the Shadowhunter Chronicles. He is he's so funny, and he's really sweet as well, because even though he pretends he doesn't really care about people and he can be this tough warlock, he really does have a heart of gold, and he's just a magical character. And his relationship with Alec, again, really sweet, and the way he takes care of Clary and the other characters, and the love he gives so much of himself, and he's so funny. He's one of the funniest characters. I mean, Jace, he's sarcastic, and he's fun that way, but Magnus is funny. Yeah. So, and the last book is Tales from the Shadowhunter Academy by Cassandra Clare, Sarah Rees Brennan, Marianne Johnson, and Robin Wasserman. And this is the collection, the bind up of all the Tales from the Shadowhunter Academy's books, where I think we mostly follow Simon when he's attending the Shadowhunter Academy. But I also believe we have some stories where we meet among the ancestors to Jace and stuff. I'm not entirely sure because I haven't read it yet, but I believe that's the premise. But yeah, again, we just get to be in the Shadowhunter universe again. And I always been kind of curious about the Shadowhunter Academy because Claire didn't attend. She got trained by Jace, and I don't think she attended later either. I just think it's Simon. So it would be fun to see the structure of the academy and all the shenanigans that takes place there. Yeah. So that was my September TBR. Small, but mighty for me. Again, I don't know if I will get to any of these. I hope so, and I will try, but yeah, I'm kind of dutiful when it comes to school. I get really bad conscience if I don't do the curriculum assigned to me, if I don't do the reading I'm supposed to do. That's something I'm working on, not having so bad conscience about everything. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and if you like this video, perhaps you could like it and tell me in the comments below which books you want to read this month. And I hope to see you next time. Bye!